My weapon of choice, I'm going to call it, is the Argon18 E119 Tri Disc, which has all of the integration of it. And for me, integrating that with the Parcours bi-classified disc and that power shift technology brings together like the perfect package. The race machine for this Ironman World Champs course, obviously very different to Kona, but actually riding quite a similar setup. I've got the Argon18 E119 Tri Disc, which is their top-end TT bike. And the main thing about that is that it's got all of the integration. So you've got like the integrated disc brakes that are more aero, you've got the integrated toolbox in the frame, and just like the general flow of it all is just all made to be super fast and super aero. Then I've customized the front end a little bit just to make the position kind of more comfortable for me. So I've got the drag to zero front end on, I've got my Wahoo mount in the middle, and I've got SRAM wireless blips on both like the ends and the handlebars. Then coming into that, I've also got my classified blip on the front hood as well, and that talks to the handlebar unit, which is in here, and then obviously talks to the rear wheel. Wheel-wise for this race, I've gone for the Parcours disc, which again has been made to fit the wider tyres. So I'm running a 28mm GP 5000 TT tyre on the back, and that's been specifically designed to run those wider 28mm tyres. And on the front I've got a Chrono 80mm wheel, which I'm running the Conti Aero 111 tyre on. And again, even though it's a bit of a deeper wheel, it's not actually much heavier than the 60mm wheel, and descending wise it kind of, for me it doesn't feel any different, so the kind of aero gains I get from the slightly deeper front wheel are worth it for me. In terms of gearing, so I'm running a 58 1x on the front and a 3610 on the back. I've also got classified, so whilst it looks like a 1x, I obviously still have the full range of gears that most of the girls will be running on Sunday. So with the 58, that gives me like the 0.7 ratio, and then obviously with the 3610 at the back, it basically means I've got gears for any possibility that gets thrown at me. I've got the Wahoo Speedplay Aero pedals on, and in terms of other customization, the only other thing I've done for this race is put some like grip tape on the handlebars just for the descents, especially if it's quite hot and your hands get quite sweaty. I find it's good to have just that extra bit of grip. Saddle-wise, I've got the Jabir, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but the Jabirmized Stride, which is one of the TT saddles. Again, I find that super comfy. And then I've just got a front water bottle that I'll have a normal water bottle that I'll then be replacing, and I've got like a little band to hold that in on some of the slightly rougher roads. And then my frame bottle's an aero bottle. I actually, I'm not sure what make it is. It's like all rubbed off, but yeah, I'll put a picture up, and if anyone knows what make it is, you can let me know. That's my bike. In the integrated toolkit, I've got all my spares. Yeah, so I've got like spare tubes, some gas, some canisters. That's about it. I think if you end up with a worse problem than that to solve, then you're probably going to need a mechanic. I have all of the kind of aero gains of a top-end TT bike that fits me really well, that has like the integrated disc brakes, all optimized for that like best aero gains, then combined with like a super fast wheel set with the Parcours like disc wheel and the Chrono Max on the front. And then adding into that the classified power shift technology so that I can always run a one by on the front. So I have probably the most aero optimized bike with some of the other technology that helps make it as fast as possible and as efficient as possible on the road. The handling of the bike with all of these integrated parts means that it just handles way more like a road bike. Like the feel of it, it doesn't feel kind of stiff or clunky or like it's not going to go around a corner well. Like it actually just rides really nicely like a road bike and feels really smooth. I have one gear on the front. I don't think many people are going to, well, if people are riding a one by here, I think most people will be on quite a small one, so they'll miss out on the top end of gears. But yeah, having the classified power shift technology means that I can run a massive gear on the front, so like a 58 on the front, and still have that huge range of gears that everyone else will have, but keeping the aero optimization so that I'm not losing some of the advantage of the other aero gains on the bike, like the disc brakes, like the way the handlebars are made to, you know, otherwise if you then stick like a 2x on, you're kind of losing all the gains that you've got through the technology on the bike.